Jack stands rock, please.
Cars you see out here tonight are up the front of the main game tonight with the point situation. Greg Walling got a little bit of work to do because he unfortunately didn't finish his first heat last night. Makes it very, very difficult. We appreciate the work they've done and we appreciate the work they're about to do tonight, along with 70 odd other drivers tonight.
The first one we'll interview one of our hometown heroes. How about some noise for Greg Walling? Greg, tough night last night, mate.
Oh, can we start again? Well, leading, yeah. I got everything from pillar to post. They wasn't really good heat, but yeah, we'll just try our best tonight and just see how we go.
Absolutely. So you're 22nd in the point. Got a good draw for your heat tonight?
Yeah, not too bad, but you know, every heat's tough as we know. So just got to see how we go. It'd be nice to get up into the A main, but we'll just see how we go. Wasn't our night last night, but let's see if we can turn it around tonight.
Absolutely. All right, next one, we'll talk to another former national champion from Geelong in Victoria. How about it for Mark Carlin? Well, Mark, looked pretty good last night, mate. You happy?
Yeah, we'll wait and see what the track does tonight. We weren't real happy last night, but we come out second, fifth in the points, so we're happy with that, yeah.
Absolutely. Tinker with the car much, you just wait and see what happens.
We've left the car since last night, so we'll just wait and see what the track does tonight and go from there.
Absolutely. Alrighty. How about some noise from Avalon in Victoria, Justin Drew? You got some fans here, Justin. You bring everyone from Victoria, mate.
Yeah, everyone from Avalon's here.
Beautiful stuff. So, you had some good pace in a couple of heats last night. You must be pretty happy.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with it. He's got a new engine in his car for this weekend. And it's only done last night, and yeah, we're pretty happy with it.
Very good. And what's your pick on the racetrack? Going to fall apart or glaze off and slick off a little?
I hope it glazes over. There's a lot of racing on a slick track, and yeah, it takes a bit of rain to tow sort of activity, so it's good.
Yeah, very good. Alrighty, and we'll head on over. And we should introduce him. He's won a national title right here, one of your hometown heroes. Make plenty noise for Jason Jolly. Jason, it took a little bit to do. Honestly, I didn't realise you were so high up in the points. I know you won that last heat, but you must be really happy.
Yeah, we were. We didn't know till after how far we're up, but I thought, yeah, if we get in the top 10, it's not a bad start. The car wasn't as strong as what we wanted it to be. And I think it just comes down that we haven't done much seat time and many laps as what everyone else has done, but hopefully we've got a bit to gain tonight to clear up the boys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, it's going to be a guessing game which way you go straight off the box. But you've got some great sponsors on board and some great people behind you.
Yeah. Well, Paul's for Lismore Nissan, which is my uncle. He's right behind me there, and also Jode from Waxguard and FX Signs, and just everyone. Danny Smith that built the new engine. It's only 3 metres old, so everything's pretty good.
Very good. All right, we wish you well. All right, folks, he's top of the points. He's won 2 national champions. He's current New South Wales champion from Gympie in Queensland. Give it up for Todd Doyle. I'll go this side. So you look pretty for the TV. Todd, we must be really happy. The car was super last night, and you worked really hard to trace a good setup, but you got there by the looks.
Yeah, it wasn't so good in the first 2 heats, but we changed the diff ratio for the third one. It was heaps better car, so hopefully I can beat them Black Fords tonight.
That's exactly right. We'll leave that for another story. But look, yeah, the car's super. And what's your grid draw tonight? You got a good draw?
Yeah, I think I'm at a 2 tonight because the guy pulled out, so I should be at a 2 up front, hopefully. So it should be good.
All right, very, very good. Joel Thomas on his outside from the Sunshine Coast. Brisbane 41 of Graham Jones will be out of 3. Toowoomba's Robert Trapp out of 4. Victorian Phil Pottage will start from 5. Mackay's Jason Boss from 6. Maryborough a youngster Mitchell Thompson out of 7. Lismore's Jerry Flood out of 8. Matt Swarbrook out of Redcliffe from 9, and Max Clark from right here, Northern New South Wales, rounds out to field the starters. Heat number 19 of the National Modified Production Championship. We're about to turn them loose. And we're off and running. John O'Collins locked down on the bottom. 2 or 3 wide. Bossy makes contact with the fence. Past the MBN sign. Joel Thomas to the outside. Have a look at this, 3 wide. Graham Jones and Robert Trapp is tangled. They are locked together on the main straight. And yellows will come on. We may need the tractor to pull them apart perhaps. Waddle over and have a little bit of a look. I'd imagine John O'Collins got a great start. And the jib's at full noise. Oh, look at this. This has got danger all written over it. I'm out of here. I don't want to be any part of that. Oh, that sounded nasty. But tonight we might be able to get some multiple grooves, one down the bottom, one around the top. Slide job city in the middle. Will hopefully be the same. Well, the front row's right, the rest is a dog's breakfast, but it doesn't matter, because we are green! Joel Thomas on the outside. John O'Collins, look at the car, just a nice drive off turn number 2. Down past the main grandstand for the first time. Collins, Thomas, Jones, Phil Pottage, Mitchell Thompson, a good move up on the inside. Oh, there's 3 wide down the back chute. Thompson, great drive into position number 2. Graham Jones, Pottage, there's all sorts of dramas unfolding further back. Max Clark crossed right up. Oh, no. Robert Trapp, Phil Pottage and Jerry Flood tangled up in front of the pits. Brings on the yellows for the second time this afternoon. flat left rear for Graham Jones. Will lead us away. Thompson, Swarbrook, Clark, Thomas, Trapp, Pottage and Flood. Set, they're in the starters' hands. Thompson right on his back. There we go. Collins. Car is nice out there at the moment. Mitchell Thompson in second. Trappy's got plenty more dramas and pulls onto the infield and out of the event. Trappy cannot steer the car as Swarbrook gets up on the inside of Mitchell Thompson. Max Clark blows in there, wants a piece of the action. Swarbrook and Thompson side by side. Max Clark a big dive up on the inside of Swarbrook. Max Clark and Thompson side by side. Clark shoves it through and takes position number 2. Thompson on the outside of Swarbrook. Thomas. Pottage. Flood. As Swarbrook moves through to position number 3. Thompson's high, dry and handsome, but there's nothing up there at the moment. Switches back to the low line. As Max Clark's coming from the clouds. Organ Max Clark. Oh, just as I say that, Clark is done. And pulls onto the infield and out of the event. To war of attrition in the first heat of the night for the Modified Production Australian Championship. Collins, Swarbrook, Thomas, Thompson, Pottage, Floody, and Trappy. John O'Collins, a man on a mission. Only a couple of laps left to run. Joel Thomas runs extremely high. Oh, it's broken something in the front end. And Joel Thomas can't get it off the fence. He tries to continue, he must have some problems. 1 to go for John O'Collins. Swarbrook still second. Right-hand side front wheel collapse on Joel Thomas. But checkered flag it early and John O'Collins will take the win. Swarbrook will get second. Mitch Thompson third. Phil Pottage fourth. Jerry Flood. And Robert Trapp. Wow, great performance. All the way from Cairns in North Queensland. Make some noise for John O'Collins. Great performance, he did it easy. And he won much needed points. I'm here with a happy John O'Collins, mate. You were just pulling around last night, but the car looked really settled in.
Yeah, thanks Rhino. Just a special thanks to all the people who've made it possible. My mum and dad, and my brothers, and me mate Ryan for coming down and giving us a good hand, and thanks to everybody.
Very good, all right, mate. We'll let you get back to the pits and set himself up for later on. As the next heat, heat number 2, or heat number 20, I should say. Barbara and Mills on the front row for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. Yellow still flashing. Oh, the guy on the pace car will pull in. We are set for another start. Some heavy hitters in this one. Watch for Carlin further down in the field. Baxter will be needing points from P8. We are set for dispatch in heat number 20. And we are green. Off we go into turns 1 and 2. Barbara and Mills side by side. Millsy watches a little high. Hutchison has a great run up on the inside. Millsy on the high side. As he does, keeps the foot in the bucket. Everton up on the infield. Barbara, your race leader. Hutchison crossed up and Millsy moves through into position number 2. Hayden back to 4. Carlin 5th. Horson, Drew, Millsy and Barbara. Oh, big contact. Holy smokes, Batman. The Telstar. Oh, dearie me. Just about launched into orbit, nearly landed in Nimbin. A big crash over there in turn number 2. It all started with Millsy and Barble tangled up and chaos unfolded behind. Hutchison got through unscathed. So the Warraju's out of the car, which is great news because that was a wild ride. Chris Hayden over there also. There is, if you didn't see it in the earlier heat, Etherton spun onto the infield and no yellow light was put on, so unfortunately Etherton went a lap down. So Millsy is sent rear of the field but on the lead lap. So that's why he's in 4th position. So it's Travis Hutchison from Maryborough to lead us away. Martin Horson, Brett Baxter, Millsy and Etherton. 10 laps still to run in heat number 20. The Lismore Nissan and Kia Australian Championship. There might be only 5, but there's some quality ones out there, that's for sure. Hutchison to lead us away. And we're off and running once again. Hutchison nice and tidy. Oh, Etherton. It's got some problems and onto the infield and possibly out of the event also. Hutchison sneaks out. The car nice and tight. Look at it just run around to the bottom. That's all you got to do. Baxter's got plenty of speed. It gets into the back of Horson a little there and unsettles the car of Martin Horson. Baxter steps up the racetrack. Baxter goes to the top, just buzzing the tyres up on the top line there. And Millsy gets through into 3rd position. Baxter will fight back on the outside. They're side by side. But Millsy gets to drive. Baxter washes up plenty of speed. Travis Hutchison, still your race leader, holds about 3. Carlax back to the Victorian of Martin Horson. Watch them. Completely different driving styles compared to last night. They were absolutely foot in the bucket the whole way around. You can hear them feather the throttle. Because if they take the foot off the accelerator, they'll actually go faster here tonight. As Millsy gets through, you can hear him feather the throttle and gets through on the inside of Martin Horson. Baxter back to 4. 4 to go for your race leader. Travis Hutchison out of Maryborough. Trevor Mills is second and is closing. In the Lions Refrigerated Transport number 10. Here comes Millsy. He is certainly reeling in your race leader. 2 to go for Hutchison out in front. Caution flag from Baxter. Hutchison nice and tidy. Millsy right behind him. Only a couple of car lengths, but the white flag comes out. He's got 1 to go. past the pits for the final time. Hutchison's got great drive out of the turns. Nice on the bottom, and Travis Hutchison will win it. Millsy will get second. Hawson for third, and Brent Baxter for fourth. But great performance from Mirror in Queensland. Give it up for Travis Hutchison. Oh, the Maryborough supporters are pumped over there in turn number 4. Only married, and to be happy with this one. Travis, you said to me this afternoon, you know, I just need to win this heat. That's it, that easy, and I might sneak into the A. Well done.
Thanks, mate. That's not like a drive like a pansy, but I'll start the whole line. It's one in the bank anyway.
That's exactly right. You really struggled with the car setup last night, but the car looked quite good, and you were easy into the turns and come off really nice. So got some good people out there you need to thank.
Yeah, that helped. The auntie gave us a couple of rats. Just like 5 rats trying to find one that's working. One's good, so happy with that. I just thank Thompson's, all my family, Amanda and Riley, Kane, everyone that's helped. Thank you.
Very good. All right, mate. Well, let's get back to the pits. And Jeff Hayes, Craig Franz, Shane Langton, Brendan Kennedy, and the Victorian flyer Brian Galley, making up your 10 starters in Heat 21 of the Lismore, Nissan and Kia Australian Championship. Pagel's got them nice and tidy and nice and steady. We're going to turn them loose straight away, and off we go. Glenn Pagel, nice and tidy start as we come to expect. From the silent assassin out of Gimpy, Ashley Barron and I start, moves up into position number 2. Matt Egan, Raymond McDonald, Craig Franz, Matt Egan, spin. And Brendan Kennedy and Brian Gatley caught up into it. And yellow's on once again. With 1 lap done. Aidan Raymond was going forward in a hurry. Then Nathan McDonald's Charlton and Toowoomba next weekend. There's 73 nominations. These guys are going to be busy during the week. That's for sure. So Glenn Pagel to lead us away once again. 1 lap down, 11 to run. Barron right on his hammer. And off we go. Glenn Pagel runs away. He is the black track master. And Glenn Pagel, look at him run away from the field. Ashley Barron has got him freight line behind him. Raymond gets some drive. Ashley Barron left hand down. Raymond and Barron side by side through 3 and 4. McDonald on the top side. And Barron spins around. Big contact from Brian Galley. And brings on the yellows once again. It'll be an interesting decision for the Chief Steward here. We'll see what happens.
Well, so we're not sure what the story is from over there, but the ambulance just being asked to come out and check him over. The Victorian number 0 car, or that number, but yeah, Brian Galley is out of the car, and we'll just check him out in the ambulance.
Fire Production Championship. Actually 9 laps on the counter. Pagel is excellent on the slicks, so too Aidan Raymond. Let's see what happens at the restart. Pagel gets away on a nice start. Look how straight his car is, and Nathan McDonald gets fantastic purchase off turn 2. Up on the outside, Nathan McDonald. Around the top, Aidan Raymond on the bottom. McDonald still on the high side. And gets in front of Aidan Raymond. As suspected, the bottom sealing over. And it starts to go away. And they'll start searching over the racetrack for more grip, and Nathan McDonald has got the 32 hooked up and running nice. Pagel and McDonald. Glenn Pagel's got plenty of pressure being applied. The blowtorch really being turned up on your race leader from Nathan McDonald. Aidan Raymond has shut up shop. In third position, Craig France, Jeff Hayes, Matt Egan on the outside of Brennan Kennedy and Hayes into 5th position. So it's Pagel, McDonald, Raymond, France. McDonald goes back to the top. Craig France spins in front of the field. And yellows come on. Just as McDonald went to the top side. And we'll go back to the bottom. And he will be dirty because he probably showed his hand a little early. But Glenn Pagel will be aware that there is some drive at the top now, and Nathan McDonald is fast up there. So he'll be happy with that. Pagel, McDonald, Raymond, Franz, Egan, Hayes, Kennedy and Langton. Glenn Pagel, can he hang on for dear life? 4 to go. And we're off and running. Pagel went to the high side and McDonald just shot up on the inside. Well, thank you very much. And Nathan McDonald will lead us down the main straight with 3 to go. Plenty of smoke coming from Matt Egan's 51 machine. McDonald checking out now as Pagel and Raymond run 2nd and 3rd. Craig Ferns has a look on the outside of Raymond. McDonald nice and tidy. Have a look at the Toowoomba steering and suspension, number 32. The Mac Designs gets the white flag. He's got 1 to go. Track really starting to widen up now. And last corner and last lap, and great drive by Nathan McDonald to take the lead. And Pagel, Aidan Raymond, Craig France, Jeff Hayes, Kennedy, Langton and Egan. But how about from Toowoomba? Another win for him, and give it up for Nathan McDonald. Oh, he's pumped too. All right, and here with Nathan McDonald, very happy man. Mate, I honestly thought the yellows come on and you showed your card maybe too early, but Glenn went straight high and you just dived straight in there.
Yeah, it's probably bad timing for me, but I knew Glenn obviously knew I was on the outside of him, then the yellows come on, so I sort of thought he would try and go a bit higher, so I had to dive up inside and play it off. But
Oh, very good, and some great points, and that'll put you right up in the pointy end, I'd imagine, for tonight's feature.
yes, we were on the vert. Well, we would have been in the B main as we sat, so this should throw us straight into the A, hopefully. So very good.
Absolutely. All right, mate, we'll let you get back to the pits and get ready for tonight's feature race. It's the next heat race. Dennis Shellcross, Peter Gray from Toowoomba out of 3, and Gympie's Gavin Lawrenson out of 4. The man that's currently 2nd in the points, Gavin Fletcher, will start from position number 5, and alongside him, the cowherder from Kingaroy, Brett Barrett. Rodney Pimento right up in the points from position number 8 on the racetrack, and Mark Raymond will start from grid position number 10. In the next heat race, the National Championship. All right, keep an eye on Jensen. He'll love the slick track. Keep an eye on Fletcher. And we are off and running. Jensen up on the inside. Shellcross, Peter Gray, Fletcher up on the inside. Barron, Lawrenson goes to the top. Pimenta goes to the top to have a look. Oh, they're all over the place. Shellcross on the bottom. Gavin Lawrenson, Peter Gray, Fletcher gets amazing drive. Off the turn and moves into position number 4. Here comes Gavin Fletcher. Fletcher up on the inside and moves into position number 2. Jensen and Fletcher. Here comes the big black XF Falcon and the crowd's gone nuts. Gavin Fletcher into the lead. Jensen is second. Peter Gray, Brett Barron, Shellcross, Lawrenson, Raymond and Pimenta. Shellcross has gone to the top now. Oh no! Fletcher's got problems. And Brett Barron's gone straight to the lead. Hard luck for the Falcon of Gavin Fletcher, who will try to circulate for points. Brett Barron out in front. Shellcross is second. Jensen is third. Peter Gray fourth. Lawrenson, Raymond Pimenta. Oh, Jensen in the side of Shellcross. Oh! And Shellcross turned around into the fence, and Pimenta nowhere to go with some cosmetic damage, and yellows are on. Well, that heat race has got everything so far. Gavin Fletcher, the pace of the Falcon was incredible, and he's got problems. And we'll try to hang on for dear life. So order looks good. We're set for the restart. 6 laps still to run. Barron and Jensen, Peter Gray and Lawrenson, and we're off and running. Oh, Pimenta goes straight to the top and loops it. Brings on the yellows once again. Sure what happened there, just got right up in the marbles against the fence. The thing just turned around on a dime. Oh. I reckon there would have been a good sight on the video as Fletcher got past Jensen and the crowd went nuts over there. That'll look great on the TV, I'd reckon. We didn't know. So yellows are out, we're going to turn them loose. Barron to lead us away. Set for the start and we're off and running. Barron, your leader. Peter Gray has a look up on the inside of Jensen, who's right up on the infield. Gavin Lawrenson has a dive on the inside of Peter Gray with 5 laps left to run. Pimenta's pulled out of the vent and will take no further part. It's Barron from Jensen, who's under all sorts of attack from Lawrenson. The sparks reappear from the Jensen Commodore. And that's just a Jaime joint rubbing on the brake rotors. Was a problem for that last night, so it's not going to slow him down any. And here comes Jensen. Barron with 3 to run. Jensen, Lawrenson, Peter Gray, Mark Raymond and Fletcher. 2 to go for your race leader. Jensen. Will anyone go to the top and try to go the long way round? White flag comes out for Barron. Jensen. And Lawrenson. Lawrenson up the inside. Jensen close to the door. Barron, nice and tiny. Past the Northern Star Grandstand, final time. And the cow out and will win it. Jensen will get second. Lawrenson, Peter Gray, Mark Raymond and Fletcher. But how about that from Kingaroy? Make some noise for Brett Barron. Well, I reckon he's got to be rather happy about this. Well, been a long time between drinks, but you got a smile on your face again, man.
Well, mate, I thought I was back at Kingaroy there for a minute, being that black and slick. But, yeah, no, that was good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, absolutely. Car comes back. You know, there's no secret. This thing doesn't have a lot of horsepower like these other guys, but once you go shiny black, Brett Barron might be poking around.
Yeah, mate, she's only a little Bantam rooster, but when she gets in the pen, watch out.
Absolutely. David Jacoby will start from position number 3. Ross Bullymore in the Mazda. Oilby, Brady. Oh, Terry Broad is back. Can you believe that? Who were here last night? That Commodore 1,067 rolls down into turn number 3, and he'll start from position number 7. Shane McDonald, Darren Whitey White, and Kerry Lack for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. The second last heat race of the night. It's green! Todd Doyle gets a great start and will lead us down the back for the first time. Jordan and Bullymore are side by side. Jacoby is the next one there. Welby goes to the top. McDonald, Whitey's moved up 3 positions already. McDonald down on the bottom. Welby in the V, Commodore on the top. Oh, the Mazda! A massive crash in turn number 2. Bullymore's gone around. Whitey, Brady, Jacoby's out. And they are ripped apart once again. Oh dear. Can you believe it? It is mayhem here at the showgrounds. Well, incredible stuff.
Oh, waiting to see what's going on.
All right, we're set for the restart. Doyle and Welby resume the battle. And off we go. Doyle, nice and tidy. Welby working up the racetrack. Shane McDonald on the bottom. Brett Brady, Terry Broad and Kerry Lack. Todd Doyle starting to run away with it. Welby is second, but for how much longer as Shane McDonald looks good on the bottom. Brady, Broad and Lack. Doyle is flying out in front. Any conditions, the man is a superstar. Welby, McDonald on the inside, moves through into position number 2. Welby fights back on the outside. McDonald on the bottom, Welby on the top.
They're still side by side for second and third. Welby back into position number 2. McDonald fights back on the inside. Oh, Welby washes off some speed and slots back behind McDonald. Brett Brady coming on now in the big blue XF Falcon. Doyle the length of the straight in front of Shane McDonald. Welby third, Brady Broad and Kerry Lack. And Welby onto the infield and possibly out of the event. No, he will rejoin in the rear. Brady's turned around in turns 3 and 4. And the eyes will come on for the North Queenslander, who's turned around posing for photos in front of the Northern Star. Grandstand over there. And we will resume the battle. 3 laps to run in the second last heat race of the night. It's been an epic battle. Todd Doyle will lead us away. Shane McDonald right up on the grass. Welby still third. And just rolling through the corners. Minimal throttle percentage. Welby's got problems. The steering must be locking up because he's got the speed, but then gets off the gas. It looks like the thing won't turn at some stages. White flag for Doyle. McDonald is second. Terry Broad and Welby side by side for third and fourth. But the current New South Wales champion, Todd Doyle, will win. Heat 23 and start from pole position in tonight's feature race. How about you make some noise for Todd Doyle? All right, well Todd, pole position mate in the Australian Championship, got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it'd be good if the track was like last time. It was awesome last night, and then we've got this single lane freight train that'll happen all night. It won't be really exciting.
No, it won't be, and for the punters on the hill, like honestly, you really use minimal throttlage, don't you, to get around? You just feather around and that's about it, eh?
Yeah, I could have got it walk quicker then, I reckon.
Alrighty, how about you put a round of applause for your pole position man in tonight's feature race, Todd Doyle? Pace car will pull in this time. And it's time for the final heat race of the night to be given the green. The revs start to build. And they'll stand on the fun button. And we're hammered down. Greg Walling gets a great start. We're 3 wide down the back chute for the first time, and Mark Ferguson, oh, Froggy Ramsdale! A massive crash, and has ripped down half the catch fence, and is on his side in turn number 3. Oh no! The catch fence, 4 or 5 posts have been ripped off the top of the concrete. So we'll cross back up to you at the control tower. the starters in the final heat race of the night for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. What a crazy weekend it has been. Australian titles bring the best and the worst of everyone. If anything crazy is going to happen, it's going to happen in a national title. And the yellows are out. Last chance for points. Gilroy and Walling on the front row. Strap yourselves in. We agree. Walling. Ferguson up into the side of Gilroy. Ferguson on the bottom. Moves up to position number 2. Blackburn on the outside. Nikolai's there with Greg Walling. Here's your race leader. Ferguson up on the inside of Greg Walling. Ferguson takes over the lead. Walling second. Blackburn is third. And Trent Nikolai spin, spin, spin. And strand on the racetrack to bring on the yellows. Well, went around all on his lonesome, and thankfully not in front of anyone. But great drive by Mark Ferguson to get through on Greg Walling into the lead. Gillen has relegated him back one spot for an illegal pass on Walling. Wow! Holy smokes! Deary, deary me! I tell you what, this is going to be interesting. Green flag, 10 to go. Walling will lead us down the back straight. Ferguson hot on his heels. Blackburn is third. Gilroy, Clark, Barron, and Jolly. Walling still your race leader. Ferguson second. Blackburn is third. Shannon Blackburn's got some drive in the Cortina off Fergie. Close it a little up on Walling that time round. Ferguson off the infield as Jason Jolly goes to the top side. As Trent Nikolai spins around as Gilroy goes to the fence and shuts up shop. Well, Gilroy out of contention and on the infield as Nikolai goes around in the same spot. All right, we'll try again with 7 on the counter. Has Ferguson or Blackburn got anything for Walling? 7 to go for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. And we are underway. Walling is sharp on the bottom. Runs away Ferguson, buzzing up the tyres off the turns. And not getting any drivers. Jolly goes around the outside of Barron. Blackburn right behind Ferguson. He runs a little high and Quentin Clark will slip through into third position. Blackburn fighting back on the outside. Jolly to the top side. Justin Drew around the outside of Travis Barron. Blackburn fighting hard as Barron's got problems in the 31. Greg Walling. Jolly moves through into 4th position. Blackburn on the top.
through wide into turn number 1. Blackburn will not go away on the top side. Look at Shannon Blackburn. The little Cortina. Running on the top. Back into third position. Quentin Clark fighting back. Blackburn moves up to second. 1 lap to go. Quentin Clark to second. Greg Rawling at the bottom. Rawling away. Oh no! Well, oh dear me. A big crash in turn number 4. Hard luck for Shannon Blackburn. He persisted with the high line. Now, did the checker come out? I don't think it did. Way to end the heats. Really feel for the youngster out of Roma. The floods last week, only just got here to be here for the weekend and put on a great show as he climbed steak burgers and Gatorade up to us throughout the week. And this is tonight's C-Main. Top 2 will transfer into the B. So we'll run through the starters, Brendan Kennedy and Max Clark. The second row, Travis Barron and Jason Boss. David Jacoby, Graham Jones, Joel Thomas and Steve Jordan. Dennis Shellcross, Jeff Hayes, Brett Brady, Kerry Lack, David Barbala, Jerry Flood and Warren Dew. Your field of starters in the C-Main. Maps. Kerry Lack pulling on to the infield. And he'll take no further part. Hard luck for Kerry Lack. A bit of smoke coming from the 95. All right, folks. Time to shake, rattle and roll. C-Main. Kennedy and Clark, we're set for the start. And we're off and running. Max Clark leads us down the back straight for the first time. Not for long. Perhaps for Jason Boss, who's up on the top side. Brendan Kennedy on the bottom. Travis Barron pulls on to the infield with problems. The Falcon just didn't go. Off the start, Brendan Kennedy up into the fence. In turns 3 and 4. And Kennedy is OUT out of the C-Main. So it's Clark and Boss out in front of this one. Jordan is third. Hayes from Jones, Shellcross, Thomas, Warren Dew, Barbara. Jacoby, Brady and Flood. Shellcross picks up another position on Graham Jones and sets his side on Jeff Hayes. Max Clark doing a great job out in front. Jason Boss still second, Jordan is third. Jeff Hayes, Shellcross, Graham Jones, Thomas and Jones make some contact. And Barbara goes around the top and moves up a position. Floodie's turned around in turn 2 and comes on in the infield as Graham John gets turned around in turn number 4, brings on the yellows. Clark will lead us away. The yellows are out. It's time to turn them loose once again. Clark, Boss and Jordan. Here we go. Jason Boss tries to get the nose up the inside of Clark, but it's not to be. Dennis Shellcross is the mover and shaker in the C-main as he moves up to position number 4 and sets his sights on the leaders. Look at Shellcross. The little Cortina sneaking around on the bottom. Gets up on the inside of the Joker. And Dennis Shellcross will move into 3rd position. The little Cortina is a comer, but Jordan keeps the boot in on the outside. Bossy down on the bottom, Jordan moving up the racetrack. Great race for the Miners. We're 3 wide. And Shellcross will go to position number 2. Max Clark still leads. Shellcross is 2nd. Jordan, Bossy and Hayes. Max Clark doing a great job out in front. Shellcross still runs 2nd. Jeff Hayes is 3rd. Jordan 4th. Warren Jew 5th. Jason Bott 6th. But 1 to go for the race leader. Down the back chute he goes. And Max Clark will take the C-main. Shellcross will get 2nd. Jeff Hayes will get 3rd. Warren Jew, Steve Jordan is how they'll finish. But he's from just down the road. Put your hands together for your winner of the C-main, Max Clark. And Dennis Shellcross will transfer through as well. This will be 20 laps. And what a great list of cars we have out on the racetrack. Shane McDonald is there. Quentin Clark is there. Ross Bullymore in the Mazda. Trevor Mills, or Millsy as we call him from Victoria, is there. Mark Ferguson, Brett Barron, Peter Gray, John O'Collins, Craig Franson, Brett Baxter, Mitch Thompson, Gavin Lawrenson, and your C-main winners, Max Clark and Dennis Shellcross. I think there's only one sighting lap. We're going to turn them loose. This is the B-main. Last chance to make it into the main show. Top 4 will transfer. 20 laps to get the job done. This is what it's all about. Behind the pace car, they're all around. Nice and steady. I tell you what, Travis Hutchison Looked like he's about to spew in his helmet. He looks nervous. Langton shares the front row with him. But the Ryan's Refrigerated Transport Commodore Trevor Mills will slot up into position number 4. The yellows are out. We're gonna go green this time round. Top 4 or you go home. Hutchison and Langton for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. This is the B main of the Australian Modified Production Championship. About to stand on the loud button. And we are underway. Hutchison gets a good start and will lead us down the back straight for the first time. Millsy's gone to the high side. And I tell you what, he's found some speed up there. And Travis Hutchison will lead us away once again. Langton second, McDonald third. But Millsy on the outside, Brett Barron as well with 3 wide. Trevor Mills working the high line in the Commodore. Here comes Millsy, right around the outside. Oh yeah! How about that, Lismore? Millsy will lead us down the back chute. Hutchison is second. Langton, McDonald. Brett Barron has got the front wheel just about hanging off the 48 Commodore. And Brett Barron gets out of harm's way and will pull to the infield. It's still Trevor Mills out in front from Travis Hutchison, Shane Langton, Shane McDonald, Quentin Clark. Ferguson and Boymore having a look on the top side. John O'Collins starting to use the high groove with some effect. Here comes John O'Collins. And the black VZ coming out of cans. Collins on the top side with 3 wide. Hutchison still on the bottom. Collins on the top with 3 wide between McDonald, Langton and Ferguson. Raw champagne stuff. For all of our productions. Collins hanging on to second. Millsy just rolling around out in front as Ferguson is on the top. And moves up into position number 3. McDonald off the infield. Gets a little wild. They're all right up on the infield now. trying to let up the right rear and get some drive. It's still Mills, Collins, Ferguson, and Hutchison, McDonald, Langton and Clark. Fighting out down the field. Max Clark's made up a ton of positions. Have a look at Max Clark. Oh, young Clarkie, he's up in a 4th position, the local. He's come out of the C main. And he is sitting on the verge of a spot tonight's championship race. Millsy, Collins, Ferguson, Clark, and Clark, Langton, Lawrenson, Hutchison, Shellcross and Franz. One to go for Millsy. As Langton sits on the infield and watches it all go by. But Trevor Mills will win the B. Collins will get second. Max Clark will get third. Mark Ferguson will get fourth. And what a drive by the Victorian, the winner of the B main. Make some noise for Trevor Mills. So Millsy, John O'Collins, Max Clark out of the C main will make it with a great performance, and Mark Ferguson will round out the last 2 rows of tonight's Australian Championship to be contested in not too far away. To Mark Ferguson. Out of position number 18, one of the hometown heroes, come out of the C main, Max Clark. The next one in the starting order from Cairns in North Queensland, the electrician, John O'Collins. But what a drive around the outside of the B main from Victoria. Make some noise for Trevor Mills. Next one in the field, the Aussie Open champion from Townsville in North Queensland, and the Fair Income Sheds Commodore, Chris Jensen. Beautifully turned out Commodore from Mildura in Victoria, Martin Hawson. The RCP machining Commodore, 18 on the roof, and Rocket Pimenta. Out of position number 12, make some noise for your hometown hero, Greg Walling. Here comes the Green Machine Brothers out of 11, Mark Raymond. Position number 10, the current Queensland champion, Aidan Raymond. Position number 9, the beautifully turned out Commodore, all the way from Avalon in Victoria, Justin Drew. From Toowoomba for the Toowoomba Steering Suspension Team, Nathan McDonald. Position number 8, or position number 7, from Geelong in Victoria, Mark Carlin. Oh. And fireworks. Well, you're special, Mark. That deserves an interview. How come you got fireworks?
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we can have some fireworks about that.
Number 6, he was destroyed early on. Make some noise for Darren White. Position number 5 from Gympie in Queensland, the Garrett's Earth moving Commodore, Glenn Pagel. Position number 4, the Black XF Falcon. Make some noise for Gavin Fletcher. And what a change of car this has been, from a Holden to a Ford in one weekend. From Redcliffe in Queensland, Matt Swartlock. On the front row, one of your hometown heroes is a former national champion, Jason Jolly. And from pole position, a former 2-time national champion. Make some noise for Todd Doyle. What a awesome looking field for tonight's Lismore, Nissan and Kia Australian Championship. All right, I think it might be time to cue the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, Lismore, it's time to make some noise! As we come down the pitch right, show you appreciation. I mean, Lismore all over the platform, they're up there. They come into the grandstand, so stand up and make some noise! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! What a magnificent lucky field! Beautiful stuff! Ladies and gentlemen, to get this party started. You wanted the best, you got them two abreast. This is the Australian Championship. Can Todd Doyle become only the second or third driver to win more than 2 national championships? Arthur Whedon and Peter Lack are the only 2. Whedon 4, Lack 3. Starts on the front row. Can Jolly become a dual national champion? Flashing yellows. We are about to go green, I think. Pace car pulls in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lismore Nissan and Kia Australian Championship for the Modified Productions. Hang on to your hat and strap yourselves in. We are going green. Todd Doyle leads us into turn 1 for the first time. Matt Swartlock up on the inside. Jolly fighting on the outside. Gavin Fletcher gets the black flag on the outside. Fletcher on the top. Swartlock locked on the bottom. Jolly, Whitey, Pagel, Cohen, McDonald, Todd Doyle, your race leader. Gavin Fletcher right behind him in second position. Swartlock, Jolly, White, Pagel. Nice and tidy start. Lismore Speedway, and the race leader has turned around. Oh! And yellow's on for Doyle and Pottage on the main straight. And we got a new leader. Are there any Gavin Fletcher fans in the house? Well. Jason Jolly is there and thereabouts. Whitey, Glenn Pagel, Nathan to Max Clark, Jensen, Mills, Collins, Ferguson, and Phil Pottage. The front hand suspension on the Fletcher Falcon. And Fletcher will take his spot back at the front of the field. All right. So Pimenta slots back into his spot. So the order's right, we're still solid yellows. We will go green the next time round. 37 laps still to run for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. What a crazy night. From the green, this time round, 37 laps to run. Fletcher, the leaders away. Swarbrook, Jolly, White and Pagel, your top five. Fletcher leads us past the main grandstand. He's got all sorts of damage. Fletcher can't steer the car. McDonald's got problems and is pulling up. Pottage spins around in turn number 4. The yellows are on. And Fletcher cannot steer the car. They thought it was all over. The team Truant gave up their car. They went back and got it, the spare one that was in the shed. And Matt Swarbrook finds himself in the lead. Pagel 4th, Aidan Raymond up to 5th. Carlin, Drew, Walling, Mark Raymond, Horson, your top 10. Green flag at the ready. 36 laps still to run. And we are off. Carlin runs a little high. Matt Swarbrook, your race leader. Jason Jolly is second. Darren White is third. Aidan Raymond up on the inside, and here comes Aidan Raymond. Pagel back to 5th. Carlin 6th, Drew 7th. Walling, Max Clark. Whitey's gone to the top. Pagel's on the top, Raymond's down the bottom. Oh, Glenn Pagel, big contact. The fence in turn 4. And Glenn Pagel, the Australian Championships hopes are gone. Whitey's on the top. Raymond up into 3rd. Here comes Jolly now. Jolly starts starting to come on. Swarbrook down in the gutter. Jolly moves to mid-track. Steps up on the outside. Jolly and Swarbrook side by side. Here comes Jason Jolly. Jolly up on the outside of Swarbrook. They're still side by side. Swarbrook, the upper hand. Jolly on the outside. Natalie in the lead. And Jason Jolly takes over the lead of the Australian Championship. And we've got a new leader with 28 laps left to run. Jason Jolly. Swarbrook waiting as Justin Drew pulls onto the infield. And out of the national title also, Jolly with 3 wide through turn 4 with Pamela, Horson and Jensen. Jason Jolly starting to run away. As yellows come on, for Martin Horson, who finds himself in the fence in turn number 2 and brings on the yellows. Well, there is plenty going on all over the place. Burned off. The Australian Championship is about to resume. The battle continues for 27 laps. Jason Jolly will lead us away. Jolly, down the back chute he goes. Here comes Aidan Raymond. Has a look on the inside of Swarbrook. Raymond. Points and shoots. Aidan Raymond up on the inside, and Aidan Raymond takes over position number 2. Jolly. Raymond is fast at the moment. Jolly's car's a little tight. You see it push in the corner. Here comes the Queensland champion. Aidan Raymond up on the inside. Jolly and Raymond into turn number 3. Aidan Raymond on the inside. Raymond. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, no. Wow. Raymond's tyre got cut down by Jolly's bumper. As Max Clark goes to the top now. And Max Clark on the top side. Clark on the outside of Jolly. From the C to the B to the lead of the Australian Championship. Woo-wee! Jolly back to second. Swarbrook, wide, rolling. Cullen, Mills, Pimenta, Doyle. Rolling on the outside. He's having a position number 4. Jolly fighting back on the inside. Clark and Jolly are side by side once again. Jolly's coming. Jolly back on the inside. Clark's still fighting there. They're still side by side. But And Jason Jolly takes back over the lead of the feature. Clark will not go away. Have a look at him. Well, on the inside, switches back to the bottom now. Clark on the inside now. Clark and Jolly. What a race! Jolly and Clark's back in the lead. Well, Max Clark still leads. Jolly, Matt Swarbrook, Darren White, Greg Walling not out of the equation. And Jolly back around the outside. Jason Jolly opens up at car length. Back to Clark. Swarbrook is third. White in fourth. Walling fifth. Carlin sixth. Pimenta is seventh. Doyle is eighth. Walling on the outside. Moves up into position number 4. Charlie still leads. Clark still second. Clark starting to come on again. Swarbrook is third. Walling. White, Pimenta, Carlin, Doyle. With 11 laps still to run. Clark has another look on the outside. Jolly, still your race leader. How are their tyres going? Oh no! Jason Jolly, a flat front hand tyre, and Jason Jolly is out of the event, or he will be shortly. Max Clark back in the lead. With a flat right rear, the tyres are gone, and they're dropping like flies. Clark, Swarbrook, Walling, Pimenta's fourth. And Chris Jensen turns around on the main straight, and the bottom arms are destroyed, and Jensen will be out of the race. What an amazing race! Australian Championship. How's his tyres? That's the question. 8 laps left to run. Swarbrook is second, Walling is third. Here they run to the flag. Max Clark will lead us away. We're about to go green. Clark, Pimenta on the top of Carlin. Max Clark, your leader, Swarbrook, Walling on the top now. Carlin moves through to position 4. Pimenta back to 5th. Millsy moves to 6th. Doyle back to 7th. They switch positions as Matt Swarbrook moves up into the lead. Clark fighting back on the outside. Clark takes back the lead. Swarbrook nose it in on the inside. Clark still on the top, they're side by side. 6 laps. Left to go, Clark on the top, Swarbrook on the bottom. Clark and Swarbrook. Clark still leading. Swarbrook is second, Walling is third. 4 to go. As Dole gets Sean Carl in the 5th. Clark still leading. Swarbrook. Walling. Doyle moves in the 4th position. 2 laps left to run for Max Clark. Swarbrook is second. Walling is third. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go. 1 and 2. Clark running away. Final corner. What a performance from the C to the B to the A. And Max Clark wins the Australian title. Swarbrook will get second, Walling third. Doyle 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done the alphabet. Unbelievable! That is one of the greatest I've ever seen. The young fella, one of the hometown heroes. The C main, the B main, and to win his first ever Australian Championship is incredible. And Greg Walling for second and third. Absolutely magnificent for Lismore, Nissan and Kia.
I tell you, he looks simply the best out there at the moment. He is one happy fella. Doing some donuts and celebrating the 2010 Australian Modified Production title winner, Maxie Clark. Australia won on his...
The young fella, one of the locals. I tell you what, absolutely magnificent occasion, and he's taken the gear off. He's the biggest smile he's ever seen. The new national champion. Started up at the back of the C, got through to the B, and wins the Australian Championship. Go nuts for Max Clark! Oh yeah. If we get down here, we're gonna have crap. Well done, champ. I tell you what, that was one of the best bloody things I've ever seen. Well, when we were doing the commentary, you come out for the C main, I said, he's been so fast this season, it's hard to believe he's in the C main. You want that? No worries, just sneak through to the B. You've done the alphabet. That's like Gary Bracey to rate stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be here a bit. I had a really bad season, but I picked up now.
Well, you got the big one on the side, so that's pretty decent.
No, it's good.
All right, you obviously need to thank some great people that have been behind you for so many years.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mum and Dad. They've been there the whole time. The girlfriend, she helps me out a fair bit and gets into it and all that. She's good. Big brother has been a big help. For Andy, it's been a great help to share and stuff up for us, and that's putting up with us for 50 years now. And just everyone that's helped us out.
Absolutely. We'll better go to the podium and do the official presentations. Championship, make some noise for Rodney Pimenta. Well done, mate. Rocket. That was hard work out there, mate, but you gave it everything.
Yeah, I thought I'd try that hole one for as long as I could, and me and Carl and Toddy had our own little fun there, and the others sort of scooted away, but yeah, that was about all I could do. I was just hanging in there.
Absolutely. Great performance by everyone, and you had a lot of support this week.
Yeah, no, I'd like to thank everyone on the hill that's helped, and everyone from Toowoomba. The Toowoomba crew are really great. We all chipped in for each other, and when the tracks start to go like this, I've never seen it like this, and we never even had our hearts, and we were begging and borrowing from everyone, and I really appreciate those people that did that for us.
Absolutely right. You make your way over there. Fourth place, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Todd Doyle. Toddy, well, what can you say?
Give yourself an uppercut, that's all you can say.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. Obviously wasn't meant to be today, but to recover from 20th back to 4th, a pretty impressive effort.
Yeah, no, I just put the wrong pies on it before, and I was just too hard, so anyway, next year.
Absolutely. All right, mate. Third place in the National Championship. One of your own, make some noise for Greg Walling. Well, Greg, you got a flat tyre on your first heat to third position in the national title. It's a pretty good recovery, mate.
Well, as I said to you there tonight, look, can we start all over again? But I mean, yeah, sure, you just got to be happy with that. From 12, but pales in insignificance compared to Max. You know, I'm really happy for him. Yeah, easy tyres on, did really well. Local guy, and no, very pleased for him. But yeah, look, we're happy with third. I'd like to think the video of that, I mean, some of that racing was just awesome. The crowd's got a value out of that. Modified production at its best. Thank you very much to David Lena for having us here. Thank you very much to my hard-working crew, my father, Suzanne, Wayne, Mutt. Really appreciate their help. Couldn't do it without them. Performance Wholesale, Kibbles Cafe, Lismore Tyre Company. Really appreciate their support. And Queensland Speedway Spares, pushing those easy tyres. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well done, mate. Make a step over there. All right, and we're going to do a lap of honour after this, so please hang around. But second place, what a performance, what a weekend. Make some noise for Matt Swarbrook. Matty, unbelievable, a fairy tale sort of weekend from the highs, or from the lows to the highs. You got second place, but it took one of the best drives we've probably ever seen to beat you. But Matt, well done.
I'm stoked. I don't know what to say. Just thank all the boys for being there, I suppose. Thank Glenn Truan for giving me a car to drive straight out of the shed. The track there anyway, it was great, absolutely great. Thanks to the old boy for never giving up. And Bunge in the stands there, thank you for being here. Just thanks everyone, it was unreal. Thanks to all the officials, absolutely great, I'm stoked.
Very well done, mate. Go over to the side here. The rest of the superstars. Ladies and gentlemen, the new national champion for Lismore, Nissan and Kia. Make some noise for Max Clark. You saw, you've done a few laps, yeah. You had to work harder than everyone else, but I reckon it was worth it. Max, we spoke before, but mate, it's incredible, eh? You looked a little stunned, mate.
Oh, I'm definitely stunned. I never thought I'd be, not for a long time anyway.
Absolutely, it's been a rapid rise. I can remember you racing a little Corolla around in the juniors only a few years ago. National Junior Rising Star thing that you were in, which was a great attribute for yourself, and now winning a national championship. It's been a quick rise to fame.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think it would come this quick, and I've had a bad season. I didn't think I'd be, but it's all come together, and hopefully we can keep it going now.
Absolutely, and like lap after lap, you guys support a lot of racetracks. You run just about every second or every week, every second week. Got a great team, mate.
Yeah, definitely. It's just mainly Dad, me, and my brother and that, and I just really want to thank them. I had a couple of people in that and just started a new business up this year and struggling to get out and racing there easy, but no, it's great.
All right, mate. Well, I'll get out of the road. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the winners of the National Modified Production Championship.
They come round looking for the first green light of the night here at the Lismore Speedway. Away we go with the AMCA National Quarter Van Ford, and they are going to find it interesting on this track. First up, it's always a little slick. We've had the 40 car of Hawley turn it around right there in turn 1. He's got it back going again. We had one that clipped the wall before, and I think he's had a second go at it again in turn 4. Going to find some greasy spots. Mitchell Randall in that 26 car having all sorts of issues at the moment. Hawley at the rear of the field. They come on through. It is the John Slack car number 14, Danny Kane and Marley Webber 1, 2 and 3. I think that's Marley Webber getting in a little bit of difficulty there. The 24 car, Tony Blanche now up in a 3rd position. Gone out wide, has got the nose in front. The 84 car, Marley Webber back into 3rd. 24 car stays out wide. Track not tacky out there at this particular stage, but I've got to tell you, it is going to, as the night goes on, just a little bit of light water put on this track during the day. The cool temperatures of today, any moisture that was down low is going to start coming up. John Slack and Danny Kane, the 14 and 16 car well out in front. Marley Webber holds on to 3rd, but he's got cars surrounding him. Tim Gamble and Tony Blanche really coming at him. Blanche, he's just gone past. We've got one that spun around. I think that may be Danny Kane, and he's going to be saved because Danny Kane wasn't the first one to go around. He went around in turn 4. But in turn 2, I think that may be Mitchell Randall who's turned it around. And the noise is on. We got ourselves a green light, a 3-lap dash. It's like a very fast freight train out there. The 24 car goes to the outside. That's Tony Blanche looking for some traction. Oh, and the 74 car just sneaks out in front of him. Tim Gamble wants to take him on too. So it's Slack, Kane, Weller, Tim Gamble in 4th. Blanche comes back at him. And now he's up into 3rd position as one goes around. Oh, almighty lose. Can he keep it going? Yes, he does. And almost takes out another car. Oh dear, some spectacular driving to miss the 84 car. We've kept the race going, but it's going to change. The number 16 car takes the checkered flag. Tony Blanche in 2nd. Stuart Hall, who started at the rear, has now come up and got 3rd spot. Well done. So it's 16, 24 and 40. Tim Gamble in 4th. Andrew Robinson in 5th. Mitchell Randall in 6th. John Slack, Marley Webber and Bill Dennehy brings up. Around Van Ford start car on the infield now. They'll build up the pace as they come round turn 4. Not too much, or they'll get pinged, but I'll wait for the green light. Here we go. Trent Duke, car number 17. Number 7 car, Tim Weir on his outside. Tim Weir has got him too, taking him past the Valvoline side for the first time. Running an escort. Tim Weir. got some spectacular stuff happening here. 36 car in third spot. That's Andrew Plim. A few of the cars that were here last night, not out in on the second night. But certainly the number 7 car doing well. The 18 car getting in the mix. That's Mark Kelly out of Queensland. Now up into third position. Here comes Michael English. The Racing Fuego. Number 17 car, Trent Dew in second position. Goes out wide. Off of smoke and out of the 18 car. Mark Kelly, but he's up into second position. With that smoke coming out, I don't know how long it's going to last. But he's certainly got to go forward at the moment. 4 laps to go for the 4 cylinders. It's Weir, Kelly, Dew, Michael English. Three laps left in it. Cameron Nixon in car number 2. He was a bit disappointed with himself last night, the way that he performed on the track. No blame on the track though. 2 laps in it as they come up on one of the slower cars. It's the Weir car. Tim Weir, car number 7, is leading by a long shot. Kelly, Dew, English and Nixon, Plim. And the 11 car, which is Kevin Willis. And Tim Weir certainly showing us how it's done. Well, maybe how they do it in Queensland. I see the checkered flag this time round as he comes very tightly around turn 4. Across the line, takes the checkered flag in the first of the 4 cylinder heats tonight. Kelly and in third position, Trent Dew. 7, 18 and 17. That's the way they finished, 7, 18 and 17. Four of our junior drivers made the feature race for juniors in the title last night. We can train well here on the Northern Rivers. It's the grey car getting away quickly. It's trying to lead the bunch, but the one right out in front is the 46 car, Brody King. Grey. Luke Watt in the 94 car goes to the outside. Past the 96 car of Ryan Green, which is yellow. Oh, Luke Watt's had a moment. I mentioned his name. I gave him the kiss of death. Poor Luke. Sorry, Luke. My apologies. He's on the infield now. LJ Gray is trying to hold their own with the Mitchell Haynes car coming in behind. 6 side by side down past the Valvoline sign of the Lismore Mill Club. Mitchell slips on through turns 3 and 4. Now on the chase for Brody King. Winding up the Honda. LJ Gray in the Lancet, third position now. Coming up Ryan Green in 4th, putting some pressure on. 4 laps to go in our junior first heat. That sprinkle of water will make it a bit interesting for them. But Brody King showing how easy it can be done. Mitchell Haynes in second position, takes a slightly tighter line. Doesn't manage to gain too much. Bit of a moment for Brody King going into, or coming out of turn 3. That's allowed Haynes to gain some ground. 3 laps to go. Can he get him? LJ Gray holding on to third spot, Green in 4th. Coming up now on slower cars, this will test the lead of Brody King. If he can get past cleanly and quickly, he'll maintain a couple of car lengths in it. He's gone to the outside, no room on the inside for Mitchell Haynes, so he'll make it. Runs up on that white line. He's got about 2 car lengths in it, maybe more as they work their way through the slower cars. White flag out now for Brody King. Mitchell Haynes is going to have to make a move very, very quickly if he wants to nail the checkered flag. Half a lap to go, and he's right on him going into turn 3, past the Northern Star stand, into the members' turn. But Brody King, he's nailed it, takes the checkered flag from Mitchell Haynes, holds on from an early lead. LJ Gray takes 3rd position. Well done to our juniors. Brody King, congratulations. Taking it from Mitchell Haynes and LJ Gray. Come around for a start this time, green light, and we are off. It's the 72 car of Nick Chilcott on the way, but it's the Vickery car around the outside. Oh, I'm just watching him, and the Vickery car puts a little too much into it, manages to hold on to the lead, but only just as he fishtails his way around turns 3 and 4. Quite a spectacular way to finish that first lap, and it may have cost him in the traction department. He's taken that tight line this time, got it nicely through, but he's in 2nd spot. It's the 71 car. That's one of the Quirk cars. So 71 now leading. Not in the program, so it always makes it easy. That's Stephen Quirk, I think, maybe. Five laps to go, and I tell you what, doesn't matter what his name is, he is absolutely hammering it. Vickery now back to 3rd position. Quirky, and then way back to Stubbsy. Stephen Stubbs has gotten himself through. Vickery now to 3rd position, and under pressure. He's not enjoying the slightly greasy conditions, but just the way it's got to be as the track is prepared for the Australian title. One of the cars pulls onto the infield. Nick Chilcott, I think that may be. Two laps left in it. 71. Then the Stubbsy car. And we've got Vickery pulled to the infield as well. Something did go wrong in his car. Thought he was travelling a little slower than he would normally do. Nice Doyle trying to join in the dice for that 3rd spot. White flag out now for our leader. Car number 71. Mark Quirk. Stephen Stubbs in 2nd position. Then Dean Bradley in the 48 car. Checkered flag being drawn out for our leader. Comes round turn 4. Hits the start-finish line and takes the checkered flag. Mark Quirk, car number 71. Stephen Stubbs. And in 3rd position, due to a slide out in turn 4, is the Doyle car. Well done. That's the way they finish. Street Stockers for Nissan Kia. And away we go. 8 laps in it for our wingless sprints. And these were excitement machines last night. Have a listen to them. Absolutely roaring around this Lismore Speedway. And car number 98, Craig Smith, has got it from Brandon Haynes and Trent Martin. The number 80 car is in 3rd spot, is hammered in at the moment. I think he's actually in 2nd spot. Just making it difficult as they cross the line. Looks to go to the outside, I think, this time round. Car number 80. Warren King in car number 98 is leading them. Trent Martin, Brandon Haynes, the 18 car, still battling away back there. 48, Dennis Mazza is up into the mix now. Oh, he's gone out wide. That's cost him back into 4th spot now. 3 laps to go for our Wingless Sprints. Becoming a popular division here, but Warren King is nailing it at the moment, taking a nice line, plenty of grip, and just stretching his lead. In fact, the first 2 cars certainly pulling away from the pack. Warren King and Trent Martin. Number 80, desperate to keep in tow. The 71 car, David Eggins in 3rd position. Now coming up onto the back of the Trent Martin car. But he may have left his run too late. 1 lap to go. They'll see the white flag this time round. Warren King on fire in his first heat tonight. Challenge coming up. David Eggins trying to slip on the inside. But it's now stretching it out even further, this lead. Warren King will take the checkered flag. Comfortable win over Trent Martin and David Eggins. It's 98, 80 and 71. Aaron Ackley, Robert Mazza, Brandon Haynes. The 72 car of Bruce Hall. Can't look at it, it doesn't exist. Go there. Ready to go green as they come around turn 4, ready to hit the start finish line. Car number 7, that's Amy Gordon, gets them away. The number 19 car, Jamie Marsden, round the outside. The Watt car also goes around the outside, gets the nose in front in 2nd place now. We circulate for the first lap. LJ Gray is up into 3rd. That's Marsden and Watt and Gray, 1, 2 and 3. Number 96 car of Ryan Green coming through as well, joining that front 4A. We've got Mitchell Haynes as well. He's coming through with car number 6. The Go Fasters are adding up Brody King, Matthew Layton as well. They're all a part of this gaggle of cars at the front. LJ Gray, the grey car, in 2nd position. It's Watt who's staying out wide though. May cost him as Haynes goes to the inside of the grey car. Side by side for 2nd and 3rd position. Mitchell Haynes gets him in the Honda. 11 laps left in this feature race for the juniors. Lots of pressure on Jamie right now in car number 19. Amy Marsden gives himself some breathing space. Gray comes back, finds herself back in 2nd position. Mitchell Haynes comes through in turn 4, side by side into turn 1. Desperate to hold on to this 2nd spot or get it back. Got the nose in front past the Valvoline sign of the Lismore Automobile Club. Clears and waits for Gray to come back. Haynes in 2nd position, now gets on the inside of Jamie Marsden. Marsden closes the door, leaves it a little ajar though, coming out of turn 1 into turn 2. The deal can't be completed though, and we now come up on some slower cars. This is going to be interesting. Gray gets all out of shape. Mitchell Haynes backs off. Watt now up into 3rd position, Gray into 4. 7 laps to go. Side by side the junior racers are in front of the Northern Star stand. Marsden goes out wide, costs him in turn 4. Mitchell Haynes goes out wide in turn 1. He can see a slower car. He leads. He's going to use that slower car to his best advantage. Going into turn 3. Around the outside. Marsden goes as well. Struggles around turn 4. LJ Gray gets on the inside. Can she get on the inside of the 44 car? Oh, they touch paint. They swap a bit there and they're still side by side past the Valvoline timer. How good is this race? These are junior races. 5 laps to go. Chasing down Mitchell Haynes. LJ Gray in 2nd position. Marsden in 3rd. Here comes the 81 car. That's Matthew Layton. He's in on the mix as well. Watts' car has given up and moves onto the infield. He's out of the mix now, obviously. 4 laps to go. Mitchell Haynes got a handy lead on him now. LJ Gray, after chasing him down, it's going to be a tough ask in the next 3 laps for that to happen. But Gray now has a comfortable lead over those in 3rd and 4th, which is Marsden and the Leighton car. Oh, Mitchell Haynes gets a little untidy out wide in turn 2. Now that's given Gray an opportunity to catch up as they pass some of the slower cars. What a fantastic drive it is for LJ Gray tonight. She is having an absolute blinder. Oh, we've got the Marsden car with a wheel off. And that goes around turn number 1 on its own as the number 19 car parks itself on the grass. And we'll have that spare wheel still rolling around. They'll pick that up. 3 laps to go. This restart. So work being done by officials to make sure that we've got cars and races ready to go. Still got to give enough time for the modified production drivers to get ready for their C main, which is their next event. As we get underway with the green light, Mitchell Haynes takes them away. Gray right on his hammer. And then the Randall car, or the Leighton car should I say, in 3rd spot. Brody King in 4th, trying to stay with them. 2 laps to go. Haynes, Gray and Leighton. King. So Mitchell Haynes in the Honda, taking a very, very wide line out of turn 4. Stays wide in turn 1. The drive can't be found down low though to give Gray the opportunity of getting in underneath. She's trying to stay. Mind you, Haynes stays low this time. And the checkered flag falls, the junior feature tonight. 6-5 and the 81 car. 6-5 and 81 is the way they finish. That's the junior feature race tonight. How good was that?
Thanks very much, Neil. We got the junior feature, folks. And it was a good race of these youngsters. They put it on for us once again. 3rd placing tonight in the 81 car, Matty Leighton.
Thank you. I just want to thank Dad, Dave and Robert Eggins from Romac Harvesters, Michael Gay from Gold Coast Plate, Graham Gray Automotive, and a good race to LJ and Mitchell. Thanks.
Good on you, mate. Well said. 2nd placing tonight, folks. You already heard his name. The number 5 car, LJ Gray.
I'd like to thank Mum, Dad, Leanne, Trev, all my sponsors, Alpine Towing, Central Detailing, Blackwoods, Seedling House Nursery, come to watch us every time. Great race to Mitch and Leighton for 3rd. Thanks.
Well done, mate. Do they speak all these changes? No, they're only youngsters, remember. The winner tonight, folks, the number 6 car, Mitch Haynes.
I'd like big thanks to Mum and Dad for getting me here from the title last night. I'd like to thank Northern Truck Coolers, Jab Engines, PRD Nationwide, Nicole Delaforce, Northern Truck Coolers, Autobahn, Hillside Auto Dismantlers. I think that's about it. Thanks.
Good on you, mate. Give it up for these youngsters. 14, 16 years of age, these young guys, and they are good drivers. Well done, guys.
The Van Ford stunt car pulls to the infield. $15 laps to go on this feature race for the Wingless Sprints. Through the first 2 turns safely. These guys have been pretty spectacular this weekend. Testing the catch fence already. Don't want any more of that action tonight. Darryl Bonnell in the car number 72 leads them away. Aaron Ackley David Eggins up there in the 71 car. car Ian Hershey's the one at the rear of the field. So it's Manel Ackley, Eggins, Mazza, Santin, Martin. Car going round the outside, staying pretty wide. That's the 15 car of David Eggins, now up into third spot. Ackley battling away with Manel for that lead. Just needs to back off. Eggins comes around the outside. He's going to really hang in there, stays out very wide indeed, and comes up with the goods coming out of turn 2 past the Valvoline sign. That's the number 15 car, David Santin. David Santin now leads this race. Manel Ackley and Eggins back into 4th spot. Santin drives away, Daylight second, but it is the number 72 car, Manel and Eggins back up into 3rd now, Ackley back to 4. Ackley pushes back, he is really hammering at the moment. There's not much in it between 3rd and 4th. The 72 car starting to feel as if he's got a bit of a breathing space. Not that he's got a rear vision mirror to let him know. Santin, Manel, Eggins and Ackley, 1, 2, 3 and 4. But one is still out in front very comfortably. We've got one around in turn 3. That's the 33 car of Mitch Gowland. They'll bring it around. Waiting for the restart. The cone of silence is out. Here we go. We are away. Everybody stays where they should be on the track. Passing before then. Before they go past that cone, moves to the infield. David Santin quickly away from the rest of the pack. There was a brilliant fight for 2nd, 3rd and 4th before that continues. Manel Eggins and Trent Martin now up into the mix. Aaron Ackley slipping back 1 position. But it's David Martin who is absolutely creaming this field at the moment. Okay, I've just been told that one of them passed 2 cars before the cone and will be in trouble. Yeah, that's Brandon Haynes, I'm told, in the 18 car. Mind you, he was down near the rear of the field anyway. 4 laps to go. It's Santin, Eggins and Martin. 18 has been shown the black flag. Yep, we were told that he was going to be in trouble. And he'll see that near the rear of the field and won't be happy with himself. But if he keeps circulating, his back pocket might be a little lighter as well. 3 laps left in it. David Santin, Daylight second. In fact, there's a 2.4 second gap between 1st and 2nd. Mind you, very close between 2nd and 3rd, which is Eggins and Martin. They are very close indeed, and there is not much in it. About half a car length with 2 laps to go. That's where the race is at the moment. There's David Santin almost 3 seconds ahead. Let's see how far he is this time. I think he's going to continue to stretch until the end of this race. Yep, 3.3 seconds now. So the battle between Eggins and Martin continues. Trent Martin trying to get up on the inside, but the checkered flag falls. David Santin, 71 David Eggins and Trent Martin, number 80. So it's 15, 71 and 80. That's the way they finish in the feature race for the Wingless Sprints. 15, 71 and 80. 15, 71 and 80. Our Wingless Sprint feature for tonight.
Thanks, folks. Their feature tonight, and it's good racing these guys put on. 3rd placing tonight, the 80 car, Trent Martin.
Thank you. Firstly, a big thanks to all Ray Eggins' help for the whole weekend. 2nd time I've been behind Dave this weekend, so hopefully next time we can beat him.
just everyone else for the racing. Thanks.
Thanks, mate. Well said and well driven. Second placing tonight, folks, the big fella coming right up alongside of me, the 71 car, David Eggins.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun to drive on that. Thanks to all the other competitors. They're always good to race with, and it's always fun. I'd just like to thank my mother and father, actually, just for all the time they put in dragging two of our cars around, and they thoroughly enjoy it, but I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Good on you, mate. Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the winner tonight of the Wingless Sprints and a great drive, the 15 car, David Sedans.
Yeah, no, it was a good race. You know, I'd like to thank Dave and Trent here. I didn't really know where Trent was, but I knew Dave wouldn't be far behind, and I knew Trent would try to be sneaking up there. No, it's been a great night, and yeah, thanks all.
Good on you, mate. There they are, folks. 1, 2 and 3. Well driven, guys. Thank God. Just heard through the headset there. We're waiting on the AMCAs to come out.
If you want comfort at an affordable price, the AZA Motel is conveniently located at 114 Keene Street in downtown Lismore and is a major sponsor of the Lismore Speed.
Let's get ready for a start. The AMCA Nationals over 20 laps. Their feature lap. And away we go. Tony Blanch in the 24 car gets them away quickly. A little bit of contact further back in the field and some contact with the wall. One of them's had a bit of a nasty bang out there on the wall. And now looking to get off the track, it would seem. Or maybe just regain some composure. But it's Tony Blanch, Mitchell Randall, John Slack, Danny Kane. There's your top four. But Tony Blanch has certainly got a gap on him at the moment. Oh, we've got an orange light. We've got one around over in turn 2. Thought so we could do things like we do tonight. Dawn service, the march getting underway at 5 o'clock in the old post office. Coming around for the restart. Foot goes down, the lights go green, it's on. Tony Blanch, ball back to the pack. Mitchell Randall goes out a little wide, wants to see if he can have a crack at him down the back straight and gets into turn 3 and side by side into turn 4. Tony Blanch, Mitchell Randall. Mitchell Randall has got him by the barest of margins. Let me tell you, less than a second in there, and Blanch fights back down the back straight, gaps him. Randall's going to have to come back hard on the last 2 turns. We've got yellow lights again. We've got one over by the Valvoline sign. Lost it coming out of turn 2 by the look of it. 18 laps to go. Coming around, ready for a start. Go green, we're racing, single lane restart. All getting away comfortably, doing the right thing. And one of them already had a nasty moment up there in the front. We've got the Tony Blanch car leading now. Blanch in the 16 car of Danny Kane. Stuart Hall, Mitchell Randall back to 4th position. Mitchell's had a nasty moment there and brought himself undone. Hawley's up there now in 2nd position and on the chase of Tony Blanch. Blanch, Hall. Oh, got plenty of laps to catch him. And certainly will do that doggedly. 26 car of Mitchell Randall. We've got an amber lights. We've got 2 around over by the Lismore Automobile Club. Tony Blanch, Stuart Hall and Danny Kane. 1, 2 and 3. Mitchell Randall bang on 4. To get the restart underway. 16 laps to go. Hall Right on the hammer now of Tony Blanche. Hawley, he's going to be like a dog with a bone and not let go. He's gone to the low line, and Tony Blanche got out wide. Hawley's got the nose in front down the back straight. Blanche comes back in turn 3. Still side by side through turn 4 in front of the members stand. Blanche holds on. He's got a fraction of a second in it. Hawley comes back at him, staying on that low line, keeps the power down. Blanche stays with him, comes back at him through turn 3. Have a look at this side-by-side racing for the AMCA Nationals. Hawley's in front this time round, still only a fraction of a second in it. Maybe a little more as the staying out wide starts to hurt. Tony Blanche still stays out there. But 0.3 of a second in it. Now slips in behind, maybe look to get on the inside if Hawley makes a mistake. We've got an amber light again, we've got another one round in turns 1 and 2. Laps to go. AMCA Nationals. Hall and Blanche. Blanche just managed to get his nose back in front before. So he wouldn't be happy with this restart. So he's going to try and go wide. Comes back in on turn 1, looks to the inside. The V8 AMCA Nationals. Oh, big moment there for Tony Blanche coming out of turn 3. Car went sideways, just washed off some speed. Giving Mitchell Randall and Andrew Robinson a chance to get close, but they're in a battle of their own for 3rd and 4th spot. Mitchell Randall holds his line. Robinson goes to the inside. Tries to get in there. No, has the door closed again in turn 1. Mitchell Randall holding on to 3rd spot, but under a lot of pressure from Andrew Robinson. Tim Gamble trying to get in on the act. Robinson goes to the outside. Randall takes him out a little bit wider. It's Hall, Blanche, Randall, Robinson and Gamble. There's your top 5 and another amber light. One around. Down to 9 cars. Out so far, Slack, Pollock, Campbell, Knight and Ward. Oh, another one gone around. He has lost it in turn 2. He's going into turn 2, lost it on his own. And everybody else having to avoid. So the drag racing over in Casino. We're going to go flag to flag now with the last 6 laps. So we hope anyway. Stuart Hall hopes to, because he's leading them over the line again. Tony Blanche, Mitchell Randrew and Drew Robinson. There's your top 4, Tim Gamble in it as well. So Stuart Hall immediately gaps them. Tony Blanche holds on to 2nd. Pressure building on Mitchell Randall from Andrew Robinson again. Stuart Hall brings it round, counts these laps down, 4 to go. Robinson trying to get on the inside of Mitchell Randall. Randall trying to do the same to Tony Blanche. Blanche seems to be able to down that back straight. Gap them just a little bit, then they come back to the pack down the front straight. Mitchell Randall in car number 26. Tries to close in again. He's in 3rd spot. He's on the podium. Stuart Hall, he's well clear of the pack now. Only a mechanical problem will hold him up, and we don't think that's going to happen the way the car is sounding. Two laps to go, 1.5 to be exact. He'll see the white flag this time round. Comes through turn 4, sees the white flag. One more circulation of the Lismore Speedway. Stuart Hall, Tony Blanche, Mitchell Randall, 1, 2 and 3. Randall's got to hold off the last couple of challenges through turns 3 and 4. Put your hands together for Stuart Hall. He's taken it, the checkered flag. In second position, Tony Blanche, Mitchell Randall in third, Andrew Robinson 4, Tim Gamble 5. They finish 40, 24 and 26. That is your AMCA National feature. And turn 1 has a car that's looped it just on the checkered flag. It's off. We've got them coming round. We'll see a green light this time round. 15 laps for our feature, 4 cylinders. Coming around. And away we go. It's Kelly in the 18 car. Gets them away quickly. Michael English in the 13 car, right on his hammer. Looks straight to the inside. But Kelly's got the power down the back straight past the Automobile Club. Here comes a big move and a big 360, 180. Didn't quite manage it on that wall around there between turns 3 and 4. Back in position, ready for a complete restart. Kelly gets them away again. Doesn't get away as quickly from them this time. Michael English gets the inside coming down the back straight. Almost side by side of the Lismore Automobile Club. Definitely side by side as they go past the Northern Star stand and the members stand. And Michael English is in second place. Kelly came back at him, but we have an amber light. We've got 3 around, 1 around and 2 avoiding in turn 4. Well, we go start to finish. When we finally get a start, a full start, a complete start, more than half a lap start. Kelly gets away. English goes out wide this time and is up in the loose stuff. He's decided that the wall is something he wanted to check out and now checks himself out to be second to last. Michael English not happy with himself through that and will have to find his way back through the pack. At this stage, we have a race on our hands. We've got down one lap. Michael English launching himself off of the infield there. He's angry with himself and he's showing you the way that he's driving. But it's Kelly in the number 18 car. 7 is Tim Weir in second position. Trent Dew is in the 17 car. In third spot, Nixon in fourth. Kelly taking it nice and easy and is leading comfortably. Nixon goes to the outside going in turn 1. Hasn't quite got the power to close the gap. However, sticks right on the inside of Dew. Dew had went out wide coming out of turn 2 and that's cost him big time. Cameron Nixon now up into third spot. Willis into fourth. The Fuego can't see. Now that'll... the Fuego's got the bonnet up. He can't see what's going on. That would have to be an unbelievable situation. Why doesn't he just pull inside? He's going to get told. He scores the stoppage. Michael English, hello. Flying blind before, now we are just simply flying. Kelly takes them away again. Weir, Trent Dew, Cameron Nixon. Get upset with that restart. I think he just nailed the Dew car and was up into third spot, so he's going to have to do it again. And oh, have a look at this. There's no love lost there. Oh, I think Dew's just sent him out of this. It's all too rough for me. No, just cutting across the grass. Yeah, interesting stuff there. Maybe they'll discuss that in the pits a little later. It's Kelly, Weir, Nixon, the 85 car, now back up into fourth spot. That's the Ray O'Neill car. Gets himself a little wide, and now back into 5th spot, Youngbury up there. It's Kelly, Weir, Nixon, Youngbury, O'Neill. There's your top 5. 4 laps to go. Racing Fuego back on the track. I don't know where he is, but he's not anywhere near the front. Dew obviously has an issue and is now just circulating on the grass. I'm not sure what's going on there. He wants to be out on the track. He wants to be on the grass. He's having an interesting trying Frank Dew. I'm a little confused. That's not hard. But in the front we have Kelly, Weir, Nixon under pressure now from Armstrong. One to go, white flag out. Kelly, Weir, Nixon, Armstrong, your top 4. They're the only ones really in it, and it's a battle for 3rd and 4th. The checkered flag comes down. And it's Kelly in car number 18, the 7 and 2 of Weir and Nixon. Kelly, Weir and Nixon, 1, 2 and 3. Youngbury in 4. That's the way our 4 cylinders finally finish it. So they'll pull over onto the infield and get ready for their presentation.
Very much, Neil, for the AMCA presentation. 3rd placing tonight, Mitch Randall.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the sponsors, Cost Exhaust, Brake Steering, Links Electrical, Liverpool Racing Chassis. I'd like to thank my dad for making this happen, and my pop for bringing me over here tonight. I'd like to thank my mum, Steph and Matt, and Malcolm for coming out tonight. Thank you.
Good on you, Mitch. 2nd placing tonight, folks, in the AMCA feature from Grafton, Tony Blanche.
Thank you very much, Frank. Thank you everybody for coming tonight. Thanks Ollie, the boss, Huey Lloyd for the car. The season's been good. Nothing I can do for Stewie, man. He's just a master on those sort of tracks, and young Mr. Randall here, he's just a pain in the butt. He's getting better. Thank you everybody coming, and yeah.
Good on you, Blanchy. The winner tonight, folks, of the AMCA feature. He does it quite regularly from Grafton, Stuart Hall.
Thanks, Frank. Yeah, I've got to thank Huey Lloyd, BRC for helping me out, and Beedman Engineering, Tim Luskin with the batteries, and yeah, thanks for everyone turning up. I hope you enjoy the modified production race tonight. It'll be fairly interesting on that slippery track.
Good on you, mate. Will be. We'll get these 4-cylinder guys out here as quick as we can, please. Goes to Cameron Nixon. Good on you, Cam.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I'd just like to thank Mum and Dad and Nana Popple there in the stands, and I think Megan and Jodie are there, and who else, Darren, for working on the car all day. Thanks for getting us back on track. The Queensland guys for putting up such a good race. Corrigan Hotel, Richmond River Mates, and Lakewood's and Richard Woods.
Thank you, mate. Well done. 2nd placing tonight, out of Queensland, I'm led to believe, to Timmy Weir.
Just like to thank my dad and brother for always preparing the car. I'd like to thank my uncle and auntie for coming down to watch. Congratulations to Mark for the win. It was a good weekend. Thanks.
Thanks, Timmy. And once again, the Queenslanders, they've got us again, folks. The winner of the night, Mark Kelly.
Hey, I'd just like to thank Peter and Lester Bagley over there. Got a good motor. Tim and Frank Kelly helped me out heaps too. And Gary Pagel helps me a lot through the car. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've been up here, and glad I'm back racing again. Thanks heaps.
Good on you, mate. Give it up for those guys. Good driving, great racing that.